Hello everybody, Mr. LEGO Lover 55 here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at set 75536, the Range Trooper. This set is recommended for ages 7 to 14 and has around 101 pieces. So taking a look at the box here, we've of course got the Range Trooper, and I'll just say the background, or the box art is just really good, I guess. Here on the side, set info, LEGO Star Wars logo at the top, buildable figures logo here at the bottom, as well as the Disney logo. Cool little art there of the Range Trooper. And here on the back it shows all of the play features. And that's pretty much it for the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual set. Okay, so here's the Range Trooper all built up, and now I'll say this is definitely one of my favorite Constraction figures that I own. So definitely one of my favorite things about him is just how compact he is. I just really like just the compactness of the build. I'll sort of show that off in a second, and I also just do like the design of it. Just overall, it is just, its color scheme is pretty boring. It's just white and white, a bit of gold, and then there's some tan or dark tan there, but that's pretty much about it. And then there's red, but yeah. But it's not so much in the color scheme. I just like the design, or I guess compact, just really the build. I think it's just very compact. I just really like that, I guess, about it. And then also, it's probably another thing that's adding on to that is probably the cloth pieces. I really do like how they integrated the cloth piece here on the shoulder. Just gives it a little extra bulk that normal CCBS pieces probably wouldn't be able to do. As well as here at the waist, this is definitely a really cool sort of waist type of cape or coat. Definitely, I think, better than what they did with the Scarif Trooper, even though I don't own that one. I believe that used sort of like a plastic thing. This one actually uses cloth, which is pretty nice. I don't know, the cloth also feels a lot more cloth-like. I don't know why. It feels a lot thicker. I'm not sure if that is new with the sort of capes, or with these ones specifically, but I think that definitely adds to the whole, like, this is meant for cold planets. I guess this guy's meant to be on cold planets or something. But yeah, I just really like the build, and I guess I'll take off some of these cape pieces. So if you take off this top one, it just connects by on the neck like that, and it also connects on the back right there using one of those T-bar pieces. But it's pretty hollow, like in the torso right here. But it's really where I find it really compact is right here in the waist with these. So I'll sort of get to those in a second. So if we take off the torso chest piece, you can see this is what it looks like, sort of the build, what it looks like. And I at first wasn't a big fan of how they added these flaps, because I remember they had these on the Scout Trooper from last year, I believe, and they just moved all around, and they would not just stay in one place. However, they sort of fixed that problem with this. They have it locked in place. It's not going to move around anywhere. These are connected by an axle, so that is great. That's definitely better than what they did with the Scout Trooper, so I definitely like that. So I also do like the shaping, how they use the Borak eyes to sort of shape with the torso. Definitely do like that. They've done that with a couple of the Bionicle G2 sets, but I'm glad that they're sort of doing it with some of the Star Wars Constraction figures as well. But yeah, overall, I just really like the design of the figures, really just mainly the build. I think it looks really good. And then, of course, the figure itself just looks really good as well. I think definitely without that sort of upper cloth piece, this guy definitely looks just really weird, especially with this large sort of head. So just put this back on. But yeah, some other things that I do like is mainly the use of these Bionicle sort of protector add-ons. I really do like the reuse of those. We haven't seen those for quite a while, pretty much since, and we haven't seen them in white, I think, since 2015. So it's nice to see that they're still using these Bionicle CCBS or shell pieces. So that's great. And you get 4 of them in this set, which is also pretty cool. We haven't seen that many in a set, pretty much, I think, since Kopaka Master, but definitely really cool to see those. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more cheaper on Bricklink now that they're being used in a set again. Now, probably my least favorite part about this guy is the gun. Now, I think it's definitely interesting because they built it a lot differently than what most of the guns from Star Wars Constraction figures are. Normally they have it this way, but instead they build it sort of upside down, I guess. And they have sort of the system, they got the studs on the top here instead of down on the bottom, so that's definitely interesting and different, and that also allows for them to have this scope right here, which does look pretty cool. But this gun, or blaster or whatever, it works pretty much how you would expect it, or well, sort of. You've got this piece right here, and basically, when you push down on that, the spring-loaded shooter shoots out this sort of, this piece. And they do give you an extra one here on the side, so in case you lose one, you've got an extra one right there, so that is awesome. And, whoops, you can fire away again. So, that's pretty neat. But overall, I honestly think that's really it to this guy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look here through the instruction manual. Here on the front, pretty much same stuff as on the front of the box. Here it shows that if you're confused, you should organize your pieces. Instructions, instructions, more instructions. Then we've got the final product here, and then it also shows how to use the gun or blaster. Then we've got advertisement for Lego Life. Then we have advertisement for some of the other Constraction sets that are being released, such as Han Solo and Darth Maul. And then we have our good old list of pieces. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on to the end of the video. So overall, I really like this figure. I just really like the build, and then also the pieces that are included, such as the 2015 armor pieces, as well as just the cloth pieces. I really do like the cloth pieces, and they just seem more, I guess, fluffy than they normally are. But definitely probably my least favorite thing about this set is the gun. I just don't really like how it's built. I think it's an interesting way to do it, but it doesn't seem like anything very special, I guess. And they have just this weird thing sticking out. Yeah, I honestly that's probably my least favorite part about it. But overall, I really do like this figure. And maybe one other complaint I do have is that most of this set seems pretty covered up, except for right here under the leg. But that's sort of a problem that all the Star Wars Constraction figures have, and pretty much come to expect it by now, that they're going to have sort of these gaps in between their legs, and you can see their bone pieces there. That's my least favorite part about this set, but other than that, I think this is a pretty good figure, and that's pretty much all I have to say about this set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and keep building!